It's no longer science fiction. It's in your pocket, it's in your car, and it's powering the cities we live in. We are living in the age of intelligence that is not our own. But for most of us, it's just a cloud of confusing buzzwords. Machine learning, neural nets, generative AI. What does it all actually mean? Today, we are going to cut through the noise. Welcome to a crash course on artificial intelligence. At its simplest definition, artificial intelligence is the broad concept of machines being able to carry out tasks in a way that we would consider smart. It is the simulation of human intelligence by computer systems. But this isn't a new idea. It didn't start with ChatGPT. The seeds were planted back in the 1940s, with pioneers like Alan Turing asking the fundamental question, can machines think? In the early days, scientists believed human-level intelligence was just around the corner. They built massive mainframes and gave them strict, logical rules to follow. But they hit a wall. The real world was too complex for rigid rules. Progress stalled, funding dried up, and the field entered what became known as the AI winters. So, what changed? Why the sudden explosion now? It wasn't just faster computers. It was a fundamental shift in how we approach the problem. Traditional programming is like a recipe. You write exact steps for the computer to follow. But modern AI, specifically machine learning, flipped the script. Instead of writing rules, we stopped programming and started teaching. We feed the machine massive amounts of data, the raw fuel of the AI revolution. The machine processes this data through complex algorithms, often called a black box, because even its creators don't always know exactly how it makes decisions to find patterns that humans couldn't possibly see. Think of it like this. To teach a child what a dog is, you don't give them a mathematical definition of a snout. You just show them thousands of pictures of dogs, and eventually, they get it. That is machine learning. And the most powerful form of machine learning today took its inspiration directly from biology, the human brain itself. This is an artificial neural network. It uses layers of interconnected digital nodes that mimic biological neurons. Information flows through these layers, getting processed at each step. This is what we call deep learning. When a deep learning model looks at a face, the first layer might just see edges. The next layer identifies shapes like eyes or noses. The final layer puts it all together to recognize the person. It learns hierarchies of concepts, getting more abstract, deeper in the network. Now, before you worry about robots taking over the world, we need to understand the types of AI. Everything we have today is narrow AI. It's incredibly good at one specific task, like playing chess or recommending movies, but it's useless at anything else. The holy grail for researchers is AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, a machine that could learn, understand, and apply knowledge across any task, just like a human can. We are not there yet, despite what headlines might suggest. And beyond that is the theoretical superintelligence, an intellect that vastly exceeds the best human brains in practically every field. That remains the realm of science fiction. For now. But even narrow AI is fundamentally reshaping our world. In healthcare, AI models can scan radiological images and identify potential tumors faster and sometimes more accurately than human doctors. In finance, complex algorithms execute millions of trades in milliseconds, analyzing market trends that no human trader could track. On our roads, AI computer vision systems are driving semi-trucks, constantly scanning the environment in 360 degrees, never getting tired or distracted. And with the rise of generative AI, machines are no longer just analyzing, they are creating, becoming partners in art, design, and writing. But this power comes with significant challenges. AI systems are only as good as the data we feed them. If the data carries human biases, the AI will inherit and amplify those biases, leading to real-world discrimination. We also face the threat of deepfakes and AI-generated misinformation, blurring the line between truth and fabrication. And, of course, there is the very real fear of automation and what the displacement of jobs means for our economies and societies. The challenges are immense, but so is the potential. The goal shouldn't be to replace humans, but to augment us, to help us solve problems like climate change and disease that we couldn't solve alone. Artificial intelligence is likely the most powerful tool humanity has ever created. It is a mirror reflecting our own ingenuity back at us. The future isn't written by the machines. It's written by how we choose to use them.